Hi, Grace families. I have made this short video to encourage our youth at Grace to join us on this summer's high school Boundary Waters canoe trip. The Boundary Waters canoe area, if you're not familiar with it, is a national wildlife area. It's about 2,500 square miles in size in northeast Minnesota. It is a beautiful, pristine wilderness of forests and lakes, and it is my favorite place on earth. I've been taking youth groups on Boundary Waters trips since 1986. It is where I go to unwind and immerse myself in the beauty of God's creation. In the Boundary Waters, there are no houses, no roads, no power lines, none of the trappings of human interference there. In the Boundary Waters, there are none of those mechanical noises which surround us constantly, just the sound of the wind and the waves, and I think that's wonderful. At night, you can see the stars and our Milky Way in a way you might not even begin to imagine because of all the artificial lights we have everywhere here. The Boundary Waters trip is an experience to get away from all the trappings of our lives, including our cell phones. I know that is a shocking thought to some, but what a freeing experience it is. So, our trip will be from July 8th through the 15th. We're going to travel to a place called Wilderness Canoe Base, which is a Lutheran Bible camp at the very end of a road called the Gunflint Trail, almost on the Canadian border. When we get to the camp, we'll spend a day preparing for our wilderness adventure, and then the next morning, we will get into our canoes and head out for 5 days of paddling, swimming, fishing, camping, relaxing, and also taking time to share our faith with one another in the wilderness. Wilderness Canoe Base, the camp, will provide the canoes, the tents, the foods, and all the equipment for the trip, and a trained guide from the camp will lead us on our journey. You will be in good, competent hands. And at least one adult from Grace will accompany each group of 9 people. All you need to bring are your clothes, a sleeping bag, and if you like to fish, some fishing gear. Now, I love to fish, and the best fishing of my life has happened here. If you're a wilderness type of person, you will love the Boundary Waters. If you have never been in a canoe or slept in a tent, you will still love the Boundary Waters. And I encourage you to give it a try. Your wilderness experience might just change your life, and I've done this for enough years to see a lot of young people have their lives changed by going to the Boundary Waters. The staff at Wilderness Canoe Base is working to plan safe trips during the continuing pandemic, and they feel confident that we can have a safe and a healthy experience. We have a total of 16 spots available for the trip, and it is open to all Grace youth who are currently in grades 8 through 12. And if you have a friend or a relative who is not a member of Grace but who would like to join us, they are welcome to do so. Also, college kids who have gone on past trips are also invited to be part of our group. We're also looking for some adults who would like to come along as group leaders. The cost of the trip is $520 per person. And we have a policy at Grace that if you want to go on any youth activity but the cost is an issue, don't worry, you will go. In fact, we have a family at Grace that is offering 2 partial scholarships for this trip. And if that's something you might need, just talk to us. To help you learn more about the trip, we are having a Zoom informational meeting on the trip. It will be held on Tuesday evening, February 9th at 7 p.m. And the link for the Zoom meeting is in the email you received along with this video. At the Zoom meeting, we'll discuss the trip, what to bring, what to expect, and what you can get out of it. And what you can get out of it is a lot. So please think about joining us. After a year of upside down existence with COVID, this can be a liberating and exhilarating experience. Now, if you're thinking of joining us at the Zoom meeting, we do ask that you please contact Erica, Demet, or me in advance just so we can make sure we know who's going to be there. And you're also welcome to ask any questions you might have in advance of the meeting. And if you can't be there for the Zoom meeting, we can probably record it for you as well. I hope you will join us. This will be a great trip. It's only 5 months, a little over 5 months away, and I can't wait to be in the Boundary Waters again. So please think about it, and I hope you will join us on this wonderful wilderness adventure this summer.